भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टाप्रयेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। हरि ओं तत्सत्। ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणम्। परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। नमाचार्य दास ठाकुर की जय। सदाशिव की जय। वंदे तुलसी महारानी की जय। जगो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। श्रील रूप गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। रीडिंग फ्रॉम श्रीमद् भागवतम कैंटो 5 creative impetus chapter 21 moments of the sun, glories of the sun, how is engaging in wonderful service. Many instructions. We will summarize and we will add one more instruction from today's verses. Verse number 11, 11 to I think 11 and 12. We'll see how much we can cover. Evam tato varunim somyam aindrim cha punah tata anye cha graha somadayo nakshatre saha jyotish chakre sama samabudhyanti saha va nimlochanti. Sun god is rotating at a high speed with one axle on Sumeru mountain and another axle on Manasotra mountain. So as we said, this whole universe is like an egg shape. In the middle is earthly planet, topmost is Brahma planet, and the bottom is the Patal, Rasatal Patal planet. And middle portion is broader, which is almost 4 billion to 8 billion miles. Mm, So in the middle of this, the Brahmanda, in this universe, there's the Sumeru mountain, and the periphery at the end is there's the Loka mountain. There are smaller mountains like Manasotra mountain is a little smaller than this particular mountain. Sumeru mountain is huge, very tall, all the way up to Brahmaloka. This Loka mountain, which is on the periphery of this egg, this universe, that is also very tall, all the way up to Brahmaloka. So now the sun is having this axle in the center on the Sumeru, and the other axle is on the Manasotra mountain. On this mountain, there are four demigods have their own residences: Indra, Devadani, and then Yamaraj as Samyamani. Then you have the Nimlochani. Varuna has his own. And then one more is moon god Vibhavari. These are the four different residences. They have their own names, like just like we our countries, cities, houses has their own names like that. And these demigods' places are also having their names. And sun god is going at a lot of distance is there from one place, one of Indra's place to Yamaraj's place to Varuna's place to moon god. There's a big distance because sun is sitting in the middle of the universe, outer space. It is called Antariksha between Borloka and Powerloka. And sun is being offered prayers, which represents three. Mai in this verse, next verse, it will say Traimayam Bur Power Swar. Uh, when they say that Bur Power Swar, that means it covers 14 planetary systems, all the way from Brahmaloka down to Patal. That's what it represents. That is the Brahma Gayatri, first Gayatri we chant. And the sun is offered the prayers because he is representing Lord Narayan. So we have discussed many instructions. The first instruction we discussed from Sun God that he has received transcendental knowledge from Lord Krishna. As Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavan Ahamabhyam, chapter 4, Lord Krishna himself is telling Arjuna how he has given knowledge before to Vivaswan and Ikshvaku and Manu and many others. So because of he receiving transcendental knowledge, he is acting very consistently every day throughout the universe, beginning of the universe till it annihilates. Till that point, only one person, one sun for all 14 planetary systems. So many stars are there, but sun is only one. Is giving the energy, heat, and light. Is situated on one place, but is rotating at a certain speed, certain distance every day. Is traveling not a second late, exactly perfect in time, with the perfect heat and light, exactly where it has to be. Lot of heat, lot of light, and some places it's dark, less light, or more daytime is more, nighttime is less, or nighttime is more, daytime is depending on who is closer to equator, who's close to the planet, or who's away from planet, depending on whether you're in Japan or Australia, or you are in India, or you are in other countries. Mm, So, depending on the distance, accordingly, the sun is giving its heat and light, and how much and how long. That all changes depending on the seasons also. From there, we understood the first one is the consistency. Consistency is Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is speaking, Vyavasayatmaka Buddhi, chapter 2 is speaking from the beginning verse number after Arjuna surrendered to Lord Krishna, verse number 7 he surrendered. Karpanya dosho padasvabhava puchami tvam dharma sammoda yastreyasyan bruhitam me shishyasteham swadimam tam prapannam. Prapannam is prapatti or surrender. So when one surrenders, like Lord Son has surrendered to Surya Narayan, so he has given transcendental knowledge is being received. So he is able to follow the instruction. So consistency comes when one follows the guidance of a Supreme Lord and is a represented pure devotee of the Lord. Then one can be consistently able to follow it. Following the instructions comes with it. Consistency means, and one will next point on that is one will be able to tolerate great difficulty, many urges, sense desires, many things may go on, difficulties, he can tolerate it. We'll connect with Jagannath pastime also. Beautiful pastimes we have discussed before. Raghu's pastime, great devotee, is very much attracted to Lord Jagannath as Lord Ramachandra, Raghunath. Lord showed that form and he personally went and served when he was sick. Lord Jagannath going personally serving, cleaning his urine, stool, and everything. Not even a family member does it even today in today's world. But Lord himself is going because he likes to serve his devotees. That's what he told. You could have cured it just by your glance. Why you have to come? He said, yes, because as much as my devotee likes, I also personally likes to serve my devotees personally, not indirectly, not sending somebody. I myself will come and take care of my devotees. Raghu was like that. So exclusive devotee, also surrendered devotee. That's the Lord personally went and served. So because he has so much Nama Rupa Guna Leela. When will you become consistent like Sun God? When you hear in the association of devotees, hearing the holy name, hearing the pastimes of the Lord, hearing the qualities of the Lord, hearing the beautiful form of the Lord. अजानुलंबित भुजो कनकावदातो संकीर्तनैक पितरो कमलाय तक्षो विश्वम्भरो द्विजवरो युगधर्म पालो वंदे जगत प्रिय करो करुणावतारो श्रीराघवं दशरथात्मजम प्रमेयम् सीतापतिं रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपम् आजानुबाहुम् अरविन्ददलायताक्षम् रामं निशाचरविनाशकम् नमामि. Lord is very merciful, very compassionate at the same time, very beautiful as you can see. Radha Madhav from Mangala Darshan. And you can see today's Purnima in India. That's a easy white color, beautiful dress, beautiful. Lord is smiling with his flute. So कस्तूरी तलके ललाट फलके वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभं नासाग्रे नवमौक्तिकं करतले वेणुं करे च कङ्कणं कण्ठे च मुक्तावलीं गोपस्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपाल चूड़ामणि is the crest jewel. Crest jewel. That's the Lord Krishna is called Lord Krishna is called Leela Purushottam. He is expert in performing beautiful, wonderful pastimes, as Ras Leela or stealing Leela, thief, butter thief, so are running away from the war, Ranachor. So in many ways, his pastimes are all wonderful, mysterious. So with Leela Purushottam, Lord Ramachandra is called Maryada Purushottam. He showed how to be an ideal citizen, ideal king, ideal husband, so ideal human being. He showed Raghuvaram Karunakaram Bhupala Chudamani is a Purushottam in representing how to perform prescribed duties, how to serve the family members, how to serve the citizens lovingly without expecting any results, any return, uh, consistently every day. Whole life, Lord Ramachandra served, taking care of citizens, and he took them back home, back to Godhead. So that is the principle. So Lord Ramachandra has come to, and then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to give the law very easily. So that's how one receives consistency by all he told is chant the holy name. That's what Raghu was very interested in chanting the holy name. So Sun God is representing, showing that one should be consistent. That means one has to receive the transcendental knowledge. One has to follow the instructions. If the spiritual master, advanced devotee says that you should chant the holy name, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we should try to chant 1 round, 2 rounds, 4 rounds, 8 rounds, 12 rounds, 16 rounds. Gradually we should go on increasing it and consistently every day without fail, and try to wake up early in the morning as much as possible, 6 o'clock, 5:30, 5:45, gradually wake up before sun comes. I'm supposed to wake up. Then we are pious. And one is waking up after sun comes, it's actually impious. We're supposed to take bath and everything before sun comes. That is generally the prescription of Veda. That's a Surya, Sandhya Vandram. All these are very auspicious. Health, one will be very healthy, very peaceful, very happy by following these principles, by worshipping sun. That means one is supposed to wake up before. One should offer their respects and take the morning bath and then do the morning walk when sun is rising. That naturally one becomes very happy, very blissful, very strong, mentally, physically, everything, because sun is in that state. That's why he can give it to somebody else who follows his instructions. He is receiving his instruction from Lord Narayan, so that he is able to be consistent. And he is also in the associate. So many are there. 60,000 are there on his chariot. They are chanting the glories. They are chanting the Vedic mantras, and he is hearing them. So he is also doing that. Lord Jagannath is also representing Jagannath Ashtam. That's what Jagannath is doing. We'll discuss today about the Bandhu Mohanty, a great devotee, Bandhu Mohanty. Bandhu means friend. Who is his friend? His friend is Lord Jagannath. Is so much attached to it. Most of you may know this pastime, but it has a very key elements in this particular pastime. Beautifully, how much he has faith, how much is confident on Lord Jagannath. Is so attached to him. So Suryanarayan is also representing this particular principle. He was confident in the Lord, his instructions throughout the beginning of the universe to end of the universe. He followed that instruction. He's doing it and he will do it till the end. And then again, when the universe annihilates, then he will wind up with that time also too much heat. He will boil the whole universe. Everything will be burning at that time. And everything will be annihilated because that's what Lord wants. And then again, creation starts. So that is the God of sun God job, being consistent, being patient, tolerant. Now we look at, now compare against Bhagavad Gita. What Krishna is instructing is first instruction is telling after Arjuna surrendered. That Surya also surrendered. That's why Lord gave the instruction to him. So Arjuna has been told you have to tolerate the adjust. If you are intelligent, you will not worry about the temporary things. Sun is also sometimes somebody captures, Rahu captures him. There is a solar eclipse. These things will keep happening. But he's not worried. He's consistent because he's tolerating urgency. Problem with us is small thing happen, then we become anxiety and frustrated, or we give up things prescribed to do. We give up not serve parents because they said something or they didn't give us things, or we leave them alone, or our friends or family. Oh, it's too difficult. Let's give up family life. Let us give up the job. All these kind of things we may do, but we should understand the first instruction Krishna is telling. That asochananda sojastam prajna. Prajna is using prajna so many times in the chapter 2. Prajna means intelligent. If you are intelligent, look at always big picture. Don't worry about who said what. So many problems, small problem, health problem, job problem. These problems are minute. And look at your when you are born till the end, whole big spectrum. These are small. This will come and go away. You may lose job, you will get job. Health problem come and then go away. You're worried about it and you'll think about it, you'll mentally become weak and you can't do your job. You cannot even maintain, you don't want to cook, you don't want to so do many things. Then that will not only problem for you and problem for those who are surrounding to you. They will also be weak because if you are enthusiastic, they will be enthusiastic. If you are losing your patience and intolerant, they will also be like that. So that's it. Depends on how we operate in this world. Then we can be always bright in consciousness, as Lord Ramachandra showed by through Vijaya Dasmi. Brighten your consciousness. Always be positive, be healthy, be energetic, be enthusiastic, be patient. This is Krishna. Asochanana sochastam. Soch means lamenting. Don't lament for temporary things. These things in material world, Kali Yuga, many things will happen. So just some prajna you are intelligent, but you are lamenting now. Looking at Bhishma, Drona, all these your own family members, you have come to fight, but now you completely lamented. You sat down on the chariot. What happened to your Gandhi and everything? And your tears are flowing down. You are crying out of emotional bodily relationship. Asochananda sochastam prajnavadam agata suncha gata. What is being lost? Things will be lost. Temporary things will always be gone. It is not nothing is permanent in this world. Material things, nothing is permanent. Your gross body will finish. Your dress, what you are wearing, keep changing. Apartment, you will keep changing. So nothing is permanent like that. So agata suncha gata sun nanu sochante pandita. If you are learned, if you are pregnant, then you don't worry so much about these things. You stay, you think about your permanent goal. So you practice it consistently. You will not be worried of these things. And that instruction is again continued on. Matras, Parsastha, Konteya, Sitosha, happiness, distress, cold, winter. Now it's cold in many places. It's more colder than last year. But what else can you do? You have no control because demigods are controlling what weather condition they will give is depending on how the living entities are working and how they are following Shastra accordingly. It is Lord Ramachandra ruling, Yudhishthira Maharaj ruling, Parikshit Maharaj ruling, Janak Maharaj ruling. Everything was perfect. Weather condition was perfect. Not too much heat, not too much cold, not too much rain. Exactly when they need, how much, that much only. That is perfect because king is perfect. Natural demigods will give supply all the necessities perfectly. Everything was perfect. But now today's case, that's not the case. Janak Maharaj was also Sita's father. Janak Maharaj how he is born. He is coming from the this Kusha, Lava Kusha, Lord Ramachandra dynasty. In that dynasty only, we discussed about the great king Nimi. Nimi didn't want it even. Vasishtha cursed him. Nimi cursed back because he was not properly qualified. Vasishtha was simply saw, want to get money from Indra. He went and performed puja. He didn't give audience. He didn't give that. Even though Nimi requested, please be my priest. I have to perform this sacrifice, Sankirtana Yajna. But he didn't want. He wanted him to wait, and he didn't want even to delegate anybody. Mm, he went on because time is going up. He went and engaged somebody, some other priest, and then he came back and saw what happened to his disciple. Then he cursed him. So he also cursed back to Vasishtha. But Nimi has given up this body, and then he has realized, I don't want to take another body. The priest tried to bring him back. Said, no, I don't want. He is such a personality that he could speak. He could instruct that I don't want to come out again. I want to just be liberated from this worldly condition, temporary gross body, subtle body. I don't, no more gross subtle body. Then they churned the body from Nimi, then born Janak Maharaj. Yeah. From Nimi born his body when they churned, like the Vena was born from, I forget which person. It's a previous canto we have read. Vena was born after Vena, then I think was that great king was born. I think Prutu was born. So before Vena, because when Somebody is sinful, then one of the part, depending on which part of the body you churn. This is all using the Vedic principles. You can't do that in Kali Yuga. Nobody is qualified to do that. But previous ages, all these are possible. So, anyways, in any case, but you have to tolerate the adjust. So, matras may heat or cold, or somebody may, like Vasishtha cursing. Nimi could not have cursed back, but he was not proper. He was not qualified. Wrongly, even though Nimi didn't do anything wrong. So that's why you wanted to punish him as well. So that's why nothing wrong from him, he said. Vasishtha, it is wrong. This is the second time it is happening with him. Viswamitra, Vasishtha already happened. Cursing, counter cursing, they lost their human life and they had to take another birth. So many things. Vasishtha was born again from when he has to give up through this curse. Again, he has to give up the body. Then he was born again, Mitra and Varuna, attracted by Vorosi. Then from their combination, Vasishtha was born. See this. So if it is a great sage, but if they are not consistent, and the first one is consistency. Then we said next point from sun god is following the instruction, but for whose purpose? You are consistently doing it, but for whose purpose? Your instrument in the hands of Lord Narayan. That's why he could be consistent, he could be fixed up, he's confident, he's patient, he's tolerating. If he's doing for himself or somebody else, you can't. You can't be able to do it for a long time. Not possible. You cannot become enthusiastic. You can't become confident. You can't be you will not be able to tolerate it. But some God is able to do it because he is doing as an instrument in the hand of Lord Narayan. He's not thinking, I am highly qualified, I'm so powerful. I can do anything. I can burn anything. I have so much power. No, he was not thinking like that. That's why not even 1 second late. He was exactly on time. He goes, he's traveling. Beginning of the universe to end of the universe. This comes because he's pregnant. He has become very intelligent. Intelligence is sharpened by the Supreme Lord. Transcendental knowledge. In the association of devotees, consistently, day after day, hearing from morning, evening, at least morning. So then, throughout the day, you become consistently, you will be able to do prescribed duties. You will be able to think in terms of the Lord, and then you do the prescribed duties. Take care of the family, doing the office job, business, whatever you got to do, or housewife, whatever you have things to do, and you'll be able to for Krishna. In relation with Krishna, you'll do it as an instrument in the hand, as a dependent. He is the master. Your Bandhu Mohanty was like this. Bandhu Mohanty was so dependent. He didn't want to do anything, going with friends, relatives. He didn't even want to work. He just want to simply be attached to the Lord, sing the glories of the Lord, simple living, very little, just to maintain himself. That's all. But he was okay. But his wife, kids, he used to beg here and there and maintain. But as things went on, then he couldn't get any food. So they are starving. For him, it was not a problem. He was able to tolerate it because his friend is Lord Jagannath, is a his supreme friend. Ordinary friend is there. There is a bandhu, there is apta, there is a mitra, but these are all temporary. They cannot help you life after life or even whole life. So that is suhrut. Suhrut means your ever well-wishing friend. Prabhupada always writed, your ever well-wishing friend. So Prabhupada writes in the signature. That means life after life, not looking any for benefits, not expecting anything from you, but ready to give you the permanent liberation, permanent Krishna prema, prema pumadho mahan, pancham purushartha, not even dharma artha kama moksha. That's what spiritual master comes from the spiritual world. Ramanacharya, Madhvacharya, Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all these acharyas coming, the Lord Himself will come as a devotee, as Chaitanya, to give us the mercy to Krishna Prema. But for that, one has to chant the holy name. One has to hear. Chanting and hearing is the most merciful, most easy. Because Vedic Vedana, we said that. You can't, Vedic Vedana, even if you cook something, you bring for offering, they will not accept you, they will not offer it. No, not possible. You go any temple now. Ramanacharya temples, any temple, they will not accept and they will not offer it. Because you're not, by birth, you're not a Brahmana. You're not following any etiquette. We don't know whether you took bath or did Sandhya Vandanam or what rules you are following. Whether you're sinful or what pious or what background you have, what rules you follow. No. Through Vedic Vedana is very strict. They will not let you because that's what they are following. So even if you took initiation, also still they will not, unless you are born by birth Brahmana, then you will be allowed to go inside the temple and do the dressing, do the offering, everything. Otherwise, you are not allowed. Not possible. And then the next level is Pancharatri Vidhi. Pancharatri Vidhi is a little lenient. Still, there are rules and regulations. That means even if you are not by birth Brahmana, you can be initiated. You can do service. You can worship the deity. You can offer by a proper qualified bona fide sampradaya, and acharya has to be there, initiate him, then you can do it. That's what we all follow. To worship the deity, you need this initiation, especially because also to worship the deity, because Grihastha has so many obligations, so much attachment. To get out of that condition, you need to worship the deity. For that, you should be initiated. For chanting the holy name, it's not so much required, but the worshipping the deity is very important. For Grihastha, especially very important, so that our attachment can go away and we can serve the Lord. We can offer our things to the Lord. So in that way, we massage the Lord, we dress the Lord, we cook for the Lord. This is opportunities given through Pancharatri Vidhi. And then above that is Bhagavad Vidhi. While doing this Pancharatri Vidhi, also we are supposed to engage in what is that? Sravanam and Kirtanam. No qualification required. Where you are born, how sinful you are, what you do, which family you are born, which country, which place. You could be born in dog eater like Japan, China, Philippines. Still, not a problem. So, under the guidance of spiritual master, you can be qualified by simply Bhagavad Gita. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to give us this. Surrender is so difficult. Sarvadharma Parityajya. It's not possible. So, but all you have to do is simply chant and hear. This is what Lord Jagannath is teaching. This is what Bandhu Mohanty was in. Simply chanting and hearing. He was not bothered by anything, not even his hunger. He was okay. He was able to tolerate it. These are just, we won't be able to tolerate even one Ekadasi. Second day, we have to break the parna. We will be looking for when I can eat, when I can drink. But that's not the case with Mohanty. Days are going by, but no food, nothing was available at that time. It was so difficult. He could tolerate it, but his wife couldn't tolerate, and his children couldn't tolerate. Of course, small children, how can they tolerate it? It's very difficult. And then Bandhu Mohanty said, my friend is very rich, very powerful, and he has so much. If you go there, let us go to meet our friend. He stays in Puri, Jagannath Puri. Let us go there. So then his wife and children also agreed. She doesn't have a faith so much, but seeing her husband day after day, even tolerating the urges of the hunger, is simply chanting and hearing. That is what Jagannath asked in first verse. If you look at the first verse, what does it say? कदाचित कालिंदी तत विपिन संगीत करो मुदाविर नारी वदन कमलास्पद मधुपा रमाजंबु ब्रह्मामरापति गणेशाच्युत पदो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवातु may Lord Jagannath the object of my vision. What is he doing? Lord Jagannath sitting on the shore of the ocean is engaging in Sankirtan, Sangeeta Karavo. And among all his devotees, their faces are blooming. Mudaviri Nari was a Kamalas, was like lotus like faces. They're all chanting his glories. He is simply absorbed in the Sankirtan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, same thing, Sankirtan. Lord Rama, the same thing, with along the monkeys, so many associates. He's always with his associates. He's never alone. Lord is never alone. King is never alone. Nobody is alone in this world. Yes, you come alone, you leave alone. But the whole time you're always with somebody. Nobody is alone in this world like that. So that's why chanting is so important. So hearing is also there. Next, first two words are representing this only, chanting and hearing. Bhuje Savya Venum Srasi. Beautiful form of the Lord. Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. These four things, very important. But chanting and hearing in this is more important, because then you understand the beautiful. Otherwise, you see Archa Vigraha, you blink your eyes open, close, and we don't understand anything. We'll go and do whatever we like. Will not change, will not transform, will not be consistent, will not tolerate, will always go by the temporary things, will not understand the permanent full picture of our life, where we came from and where we are going to go. We have no idea. Mm. But if we follow, if I get attracted by chanting, then we'll be attracted to the beautiful form of the Lord. Second verse is telling beautiful form of the Lord Jagannath. Bhuje Savya Venum Sirasi Siki Pichim Tate, as here Lord Radha Madhava has beautiful peacock brother. Siki picham kati tate. Dukulam netrante sahasari kataksham. And is very much with us. Sada Srimad Vrindavana Vasati Leela Parichayo. Is inviting us to come, be attracted by my pastimes. Leela Parichayo is inviting us to hear his pastime. Leela Parichayo. Jagannath Swami Nayana Patagami Vatme. So, and then he is giving the service. When you hear chant, then you get opportunity to serve. Third verse. Mahambodhe tire kanakaruchare nila sikare. Sahaja balabhadrena balina subhadra madhyastha vasati lila vasati sura seva avasarado. Avasara means giving the opportunity. Come and serve. Give to anybody. The lowest, those who are maintaining the pigs and sheep. Savaras, they are getting service. What to speak of others? Lowest can get service, then why not others? So anybody can serve the Lord. Okay, if we cannot get up and come during Radha you can serve, you can bring your offering. I will accept in the Balagandi festival. That's where our Salbeg was there doing his service, Muslim, but he Lord accepted. They others didn't, priests didn't accept, but Lord appeared in the dream and told, hey, I'm waiting for Salbeg. Until he comes, I'm not going to move. They understood how great he is. His Samadhi is there in Balagandi place where everybody offers so many items. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, Prince Pratap Rudra's pastime, Jagannath Vallabh garden is there next to it, close by. So you can understand, Bandhu Mohanty has brought his whole family. They listened to him because he could understand, the wife could understand that how faithfully my husband is following without even no food was there, no water was there, but he was able to survive and he was able to chant, he was able to hear. His faith is so strong. Amazed, and then his wife also, okay, let us follow. So, and then they all went to Jagannath, which is so far, it's not nearby. I don't remember where he was born, Bandhu Mohanty. Now, finally, he came to the Jagannath Puri. Then he was so happy. As soon as he entered itself, he prostrated his obeisances. This is the proper process. And before he, Prabhupada, when he came to New Jagannath Puri in San Francisco temple, storefront temple, they were building Ratha Yatra at that time, Jagan Prabhu and others. Immediately, as soon as the place was all dirty and everything, he offered obeisances. Said, this is the place, this is as good as the Lord. Rath is as good as the Lord. Lord is not there on the Rath at that time. But he said, even the Rath itself, because everything is done for the Lord, is as good as the Lord. Prabhupada offered obeisances. So this is the process. Before you even go to the actual Rath cart, if you see in distance, you offer obeisances. When you see your spiritual master in distance, you offer obeisance. When he comes again, you offer again obeisances. This is to do understanding our supreme nature of the spiritual master and the supreme Lord and his merciful nature. Ourselves as representing a servant, he is the master and seeking mercy, seeking blessings. This is the attitude. This is the consciousness. That's why this is what is generally lacking. Generally, why we can't advance, why we can't understand, why we are not happy, why we are not blissful, we are not able to throughout the day can't remember because we are lacking in this particular consciousness. What Bandhu Mohanty represents, what Raghu, great devotee represents, because they have a lot of faith, lot of submission, great submission, and they are so humble. Despite they have so staunch devotees, but they are so humble. They are not feeling qualified, naturally humble. So Manmohan came at the entrance itself. He was so happy. Now I am in my friend's place. What is there to worry? He was so happy that he was confident that Lord will definitely take care of it. He was not looking to get service. He was not looking for food even. For him, he was satisfied any condition. But he was looking to bring the faith and serve his children and wife. So he said, now we are in my friend's place. Let us go. So then they came to the Jagannath Puri temple entrance and then they sat down there. And then they stayed there. Nobody cared about it. That's why it's very important, this particular pastime. When somebody comes to temple, you may have prasadam. Make sure that this prasad is distributed. You could be a pujari, you could be there, you could be a regular visitor. But if you know the things, if somebody new person comes, you make sure he's getting some fruit or a flower or something or the other. This is our opportunity. Some management, somebody will take care. No, it is also our duty. Those who know things, what happens, where things are, it is everybody's. It's not just only the temple president or the Lord's duty. It is everybody's duty. So this is what a friend means. Real friend means you're always looking to serve. Opportunity. Where is the opportunity? You're always optimistic. You're not pessimistic. This is what Bhagavad Gita is telling. Then only you can tolerate because you understand the big picture. Everything is Lord's property. Everybody is Lord's. Then naturally you try to serve. You see, you'll always be enthusiastic. You'll always be happy when you go on doing it wherever you are. You sit in a train, you sit a bus, you sit with along with you, give a place to them to sit and all. Otherwise, you will be always let me comfortable, let me alone sit nicely, let others stand. All these ideas will be there. Then you can never adjust anywhere you go. You'll always be looking for your own happiness. You'll never adjust with anybody. You'll always fight, argue, and go on, and you'll never be happy. It won't be possible at all. But throughout Bhagavad Krishna is telling, in the beginning only is telling, if you are intelligent, then you don't worry temporary things. You're going to get down soon. You enter into bus, you enter into train, you're going to get down soon. You're not going to sit there for hours, days and days. The same life, this human life also, you are taking birth and life is going by 30, 40, 50 years. So soon you are going to give up this body. So this is not your permanent body. Permanent body in the spiritual world. So don't worry about these temporary things. You look at the permanent thing, you look at the eternal thing, what is eternal, what is beneficial. Sreya, not Preya. So that's why Krishna instructed these two verses, 13th and no, the 11th, 12th, yeah, 11th and 13th, very important verses. Mm. So, Mahapraspa Pantaya. And then he talks about in great detail, 55th or some words, about the bhakti, how to be stay focused in bhakti. You don't operate way because the problem why we are not able to consistent, we are not able to operate, tolerate all these things. Mind is the one which is causing. Mind has already filled with so many things from lifetimes. Our mind is keep on telling, forcing us to do this, go here, eat this, drink this, whatever we want to do. He is not following any Shastra or Sadhu, Guru, or the Lord's instruction. No, it's not following because mind has its certain things filled from the past lives. It is going on in that. But our duty is now we have to sharpen our intelligence through hearing and chanting, and we have to force the mind. This is not the right way to do. I have listened to you for lifetime and I suffered. Now I should not listen to your instructions. I should listen to what Lord is telling. Lord Jagannath is telling, Lord Rama is telling, Lord Krishna is telling, Lord Narayan is telling to his servants, as Madhu Mohanty. He followed. That he was so faithful, so confident. And he sat there, nobody allowed, nobody gave in any audience. Nobody even recognized this devotee is there and he didn't have food. Nobody attended to him at all. But Lord Jagannath is very attentive. Realized devotees will be attentive. So he sat there, nothing has happened. Then he said, well, let us go to south entrance. You go to south entrance, there they wash the dishes and they wash the water and all. Lord Jagannath Maha comes, then let us go there. Then you simply living, I think they were all so hungry. For days they didn't eat. They started drinking water. He was so happy. He was blissful. Then his wife and kids were saw that even they became so how my husband is not even hungry and he is so confident, so faithful, and is so loving. So even though he is supposed to eat and he is supposed to be so much pain and trouble, but he's not bothered by it. He is becoming more ecstatic. How is this possible? So their faith started increasing. Then he's praying to Lord Jagannath, oh my Lord, you are the Bandhu, you have come to your place, please. For me, I don't need it. But the problem is because my wife and my kids will be faithless otherwise. If you don't, please shower your mercy. Please send something. Lord Jagannath himself has personally come because nobody was there. Lord is expecting his devotees, somebody, some pujari, some devotee is going to serve, take care of the needs. But if they don't do, then Lord personally will come. What else? What to do? Lord Jagannath in this case personally brought a plate from his own bandagar. They always keep on making. Lakshmi Devi is making all the wonderful items, 56 items offering, chapan bhog, whole day, every hour they're offering. 22 hours, 20 hours is eating God. So he brought the whole golden plate with all kinds of wonderful items. You name it, samosa, kachori, kaja, gaja, you name it, wonderful malpua, you name it. So much plate is filled with. Then Lord Jagannath appeared and came and gave it to who's a Bandhu Mohanty, anybody with Bandhu Mohanty. Then they woke up and then they took the plate in a Brahmin form. Lord Jagannath didn't come as Lord Jagannath. He came in a form of Brahmin. Then he accepted and then they happily see. This is what I was telling. My friend is rich and see the plate and see the food, how much. Uh, and they were so happy and they ate everything. Next day, then they found, and then he took that plate, kept in his covered with cloth. Then they found out that the actual Lord Jagannath's plate is missing. Then they came and searching, and found this here. Then they called him as a thief and they're trying to insult him and giving him trouble and trying to, hit him and whatnot. Then Lord Jagannath seeing what's happening. This is another problem. What's happening then? Lord Jagannath appeared in the King Pratapradra's dream. King Prataprudra was a great devotee. He appeared in the dream. If you are going to do this, insult my close friend, my dear devotee, punish him, then you will be punished. You will be ruined. Your kingdom will be ruined. So you better take care of it immediately. Take care of my devotee. And I will also give you that order. Make sure he is going to, from now onwards, he is going to take care of the whole Jagannath Puri accounting. He will take care. This is his service. So, can you imagine? Lord is giving this opportunity to this simple devotee. He is not in any qualification, external looking at is so simple. He doesn't have any qualification. But his only qualification is so humble, he's so faithful, so confident, and his rasa relation with the Lord is so intense, so eager, so enthusiastic. This is what it means. Sun God is doing exactly the same thing. He is confident. He is sitting at one place, sun planet, between Antariksha. Mm, is going at a different speed. So Prabhupada gives that example. Ekadesa sthitasya agne josta vistarani yata sarvedam akilam jagat. Brahmana Shakti Sarvedam Akilam Jagat. He's sitting in one place and is all over the world because the sun rays, sun planet, and behind that the person is there. Brahman, effulgence, the energy of the Lord, and then Paramatma is next. Brahman realization is first level, that is sun rays, and the next realization is Paramatma, that is sun planet. Then actual person is there. Even above that is Bhagavan realization. Actually, Lord is a person. Lord has a place. Lord resides. Sun God is residing in sun planet. His name is Vivaswan. Indra is residing. Indra's name is Purandara. Is there and Devadani. Like that, everybody has a place. Then what makes us think that Lord is impersonal? What makes us think that Lord doesn't have a form? These all these places, holy place. Yesterday somebody was asking in the office, what is holy place? What is holy? I said yes. Next to it, somebody was also there, some Sai Baba Bhakta also. He couldn't understand. He was completely shocked to hear. These places are not just like any place. So Ayodhya, because they is there in the spiritual world, Ayodhya is there. Dwaraka, it is there. Mathura is there. Jagannath Puri, in between Dwaraka and Mathura, it is there. Golok Vrindavan, it is there. Navadvip Dham. In Golok Vrindavan, you have two. Svetadvip is Navadvip Dham, and then Golok Vrindavan. Vrindavan is here, is there because it's there in the spiritual world, it is here. Golokadam, Nijdam, Dale, Chatasya Devi, Mahesh, Haridham, Mahesh Dham. Lord Shiva is Sadasiv is there in Mahesh Dham. देवी महेश हरिधाम सुतेषु तेषु ते ते प्रभाव निचया प्रकटाश्चेन गोविंदमादि पुरुषम तमहम भजा. Everything we go by reference. We just don't speak anything. It's not just any place. Any place is something else. Real holy place means where Lord is constantly, every day, pastimes are going on. You cannot see. Because that is called aprakrudram, which you can't see with your eyes, limited eyes. Pure devotee can see. You are now also. Yeah, Nidhivan, where Lord performs his Ras Leela. You can't see it. People don't go there. In the night time, you are not supposed to go. If you do, then consequences will be there. If you are not qualified to be there in the night time. Yeah. So all these things has to be understood. It's not that the holy place is devoid of all these things. No, pastimes are going on in all these places. Tirupati, you name it, all these are powerful holy places where Lord is residing. Lord's devotees are residing, constantly chanting, hearing, service on Leelas are going on, even now. Badrinath, Jagannath Puri, Ayodhya, Dwaraka, Mathura, these are all spiritual world, Spiritual world itself is holy place is there. Lord is there sitting with his associates in the spiritual world. When he comes, he brings his abode. He comes with his devotees. So that's so powerful there, so powerful here also. Because he wants to take those who are suffering here when they approach the holy place, approach the holy devotees there, and they get purified, and then they get the opportunity to go back home, back permanently, eternally. They will attain their eternal position, eternal form, eternal rasa, Sakyaras, Vatsalras, Madhurras. So this is what we understand from some God. Consistency, tolerating, and become instrument in the hand. Otherwise, you can't be consistent, you can't tolerate it. Then from today's verse, we'll understand the next third point. Mhm. Third point is Sun God is helping the Lord, all the devotees, is ready to purify. He's not worried what will happen to me. Why I should purify these filthy places? Sterilizing like that. Yeah, urine, all these things, all the contaminated places become pure. Suddham apapa viddham. This is Lord Jagannath does, Lord Ramachandra does. Yeah, he could give the shelter to anybody. He is ready to give shelter to Ravana. He didn't want it. That is a different story. Um, but the Lord is ready to offer to anybody. They just need to, by his own choice, he has to make to surrender. Lord is not going to force. Lord can only give you Shastra, give you Sadhu, give you the Archa Vigraha, give you many different devotees also. All these things, Lord is facilitating whenever he comes, as Lord Ramachandra, Lord Narayan, Lord Krishna, so Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he comes, he gives his facilitation, and he sends his representatives. But if you don't use that opportunity, then we'll have to suffer. Next life will continue. May not be even human life. If you perform bhakti, then yes, human life guarantees, and you continue 1% to 2%. But ideally, you should finish it off this life only and go back home, back to God. And you can be with the Lord permanently, permanent rasa. Why only temporary rasa? So this is the point. So Suddham Apavatam, purifying the filthy place, purifying the sinful person into make him pure. That is what Sun God's job is. He's doing on behalf of the Lord. He's not thinking, I am so powerful, I can purify anything. No, he's not thinking that. As the instrument is doing his service, is purifying. Prabhupada also explained in the Upanishad also. This is this week's verse, fourth verse. It represents that Lord is also helping devotees in one way. Devotees exclusively is purifying them in one category completely, differently. Is not, and for those who are not in that category, they are not faithful. They are not theistic. They are atheistic. They don't have faith. They don't think that God exists. So they have all kinds of conceptions, or they think they are God themselves, so they are in a different category altogether. Devotees are in different category. Prabhupada gives example that it is like those who are in the prison house. The ideal citizens, government is taking care of them very nicely. No problem. They are not mistreating, they are not giving any trouble. But those who doesn't follow, for them, prison house is there. They will also giving you the benefits, but under a force, under a particular very stringent conditions. In prison, it's not a regular healthy conditions. Under stringent conditions, they are also supplied food. They are also given some reformation activities under superintendent of police. Now it is like this material world is compared to that prison house. For devotees, those who are following, the Lord is directly serving, directly helping, relieving their pain, trouble, as a Bandhu Mohanty, as Raghu, as Salbeg, Badasya Bauri, or Karma Bai. So you can look at all these, they are so consistent. They're able to tolerate. Salbeg had to hear so much because so nobody has any faith. How can he be devotee? He's Muslim background, what he's following, what he's eating. So everybody is surprised. Ardasya he is also so simple, but he was so attracted. Whenever he's bringing coconuts, mango, Lord is accepting it. He's from outside, he's not even allowed inside the temple. So that we can understand how Lord exclusively gives his mercy, becomes compassionate. And they are also, these devotees are, they are not looking for wealth, not expecting anything from Lord Jagannath. No, they're only looking for his His darshan is a merciful glance. So attached, so attracted because of chanting and hearing. So that's why Lord is helping them and also helping all other friends, families who are connected with Him. So that is the most beneficial when you associate with devotees, with those who are day in, day out practicing in line with these devotees, which I mentioned. Every holy dham, Ayodhya, Jagannath, Puri, every holy dham has wonderful devotees, pure devotees coming to give Lord's mercy to others. Because otherwise we are not aware what these glories of the Lord is, how merciful Lord is, how compassionate He is. We complain. Oh, Prabhu, so many problems. No, it's so difficult. It is not difficult. If you are in the association of devotees, those who are always ready to give you the mercy of the Lord, then you will not feel difficult. Everything becomes wonderful. Every day becomes wonderful. Yes. But you have to follow the process like sun god. Then automatically your sinful activities are gone. Mountain of sins. Everything will be wiped out. Everything. Previous balance, prarabdha, aprarabdha, kotam, bijam, everything completely wiped out. Because Lord is telling. Everywhere He is telling. Lord Jagannath is telling. Look at the last verse, the seventh verse. What is that verse? Samsaram, Dhrutataram, Atitaram, Ahodine, Rate, Anata, Nihitam, Nischitam idam. I'm so confident that Nischitam. I'm sure that you will remove my sinful activities, the greatest difficult in this material world, this human life, in this world. You'll remove all the miseries and suffering and, by taking shelter of you. I'm confident. So, this is what before that verse is Navai Acha Rajam Na Kanaka Manikya Vaivem. So, that means I'm not looking for wealth. I'm not looking for beautiful wife. I'm not looking for monies, jewels. No, I am simply looking for your mercy, causeless mercy. This is the same thing in Sikshastram also. Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishame Bhavambado. There also is telling that I'm not attracted to wealth and all these things. Similar, most of the prayers follow the same sequence. Nama Rupa Guna Leela, and I'm not interested in these worldly things. I'm interested in your mercy, your merciful glance, your affection, your service. That's what the devotee is looking for. Mm. This is what Sun God is representing. How will be removed of our sinful activities. How we should stay consistent in the association. How we should hear, chant regularly, no matter what, where you are. You're traveling or wherever, whatever place you are in, practice it. If you practice it like sun god throughout his life, throughout our life, perfection is guaranteed. You'll go back and back to God. You'll be blissful as you follow the more seriously, follow consistently in the association for the Lord's pleasure. You become instrument in the hand of spiritual master and advanced devotees on the Lord. Then your life becomes so simple. You also become blissful. You are not worried who's watching, what they say, who does what, and what problems come. It becomes completely, you'll become aloof from these things. You'll go on doing it, you'll be in so much in bliss. You're surcharged with bhakti. Every day will become anandambudivardhanam. Automatically, Lord will personally take care of everything in life. You have no fear. No fear. Why will you have fear? You're so confident. Bandhu Mahant has no fear. He is confident. Lord will for sure. But his wife didn't had that faith. His children didn't had. But he was so faithful and confident. Even though he was suffering, externally seeming, yeah, he was so hungry, he didn't have food, he didn't complain. We are in the same boat. We are not like Bandhu Mohanty. We are like his wife and children. We are in that category. Now we have to become like Bandhu Mohanty. Then we have to associate with those devotees like Bandhu Mohanty, like Raghu, like Karma Bhai, Sal Beg, Dasya Bauri, like this. It's not simply hearing pastime, oh, wonderful, how merciful Lord is. And we don't do anything. We don't practice it, we don't hear, we don't chant, no consistency, no tolerating. Simple problem comes, you will be jumping up and down like a fish out of water. And then that means we are not practicing it. We are taking the Lord's opportunities very lightly. He can only give so many opportunities. You go on doing things without, so following any instructions of his representative. Then Lord also, okay. You are on your own agenda now. Nothing much I can do. I have given you enough opportunity. Still, you will try, but it won't be so sweet and nice. It will be little with a pinch. Yeah, because you are not learning it. What can I do? It's your karma. I have to give you some pinch. Then you feel the heat. Then you start to realize how karma is so complicated. Bags of karma is waiting yet to come. Yeah, we are not suffering yet because so much baggage is still waiting because for next life. If you do perform serious bhakti, even that bags of karma, whatever is sitting there still yet to be given. This will, the life, whatever we have, that karma will be burned. That bank balance, whatever is yet to come, that also will be burned. If you don't become serious, then this, whatever karma we still have in this life, that will be still stay, and that to come from karma, that also will stay. That means many lifetimes to go will be there. So that we have to make the conscious choice. Which one we want to take? You want to become blissful in this life and go back home, or you want to stay on doing whatever we like? Let me become independent. Let me become master. Let me become God. Enjoy the way I like. I don't want to change anything. I will do whatever I like. Then that's our own choice. So make your own choice. You want to become like sun god or the wonderful devotee of Jagannath Puri, then you will be blissful and happy. If you want to become opposite to that, then it's your own choice. So Lord is giving us opportunity here. That is the whole point. So this is the instruction from some God. We'll read the verse now. Hold it pretty much. Translation by doing is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. From the residence of Yamaraj, the sun travels to Himalochani, the residence of Varuna. From there, to Vibhavari, the residence of moon god, from there again to the residence of Indra. In a similar way, the moon, along with other stars, planets, become visible in the celestial sphere. Then sets and again becomes invisible. Sun because it appears and disappears, like just like sun is coming now. Earlier it was night. So visible and it doesn't mean it's not. It's not. He's there. Sun is just like God. We're not able to see God. Doesn't mean God is not there. No, God is there. In Bhagavad Gita 10.20, Krishna says, Nakshatranam of stars and the moon. This indicates that moon is similar to other stars. The Vedic literature informs us that within this universe there is only one sun, whole universe, which is moving. The Western theory that all luminaries in the sky are different suns is not confirmed in the Vedic literature. Nor can we assume that these luminaries are the suns of other universes. No. For each universe is covered by various layers of material elements, which we explained: earth, water, fire, air, ether. Five elements. And this universe is also filled with these things. Therefore, although the universe are clustered together, we cannot see from one universe to another. Not possible. No. Even if you go in a mind speed, also pantas tuvoti satavatsara sampragamyo, even with your rocket, you go. You can't even enter into moon planet, Pluto planet, so many planets, so many stars are there. You can't even enter. What to speak of crossing this universe and entering into another? Within the earthly planet with seven oceans, that itself we are not able to say what to speak of. You could be a great yogi, still you can do any of these things. Imagine how much limited we are. And we don't want to bank on the unlimited person. Pure devotee and the Lord is unlimited. They can do wonderful things, provided we accept it. We don't accept, we accept some yogi, some Baba, they themselves are conditioned. Then nothing much Lord can help because He's not going to force. You cannot. Love is not by force. Love is always, you have to, your own choice, you have to do it. Yeah, you have to make your own choice. I really want to. Voluntary. Bhakti is not by force. Bhakti is always voluntary. You yourself have to make a conscious choice. I want to chant. I want to hear. I want to serve. I want to bring something. I want to take darshan. I want to attend all. Voluntary. You have to make your own choice, conscious, and you have to do it happily, not grudgingly. Why be saying, let us go to temple? Okay, I will come to satisfy. Then only you will get credit, but the real credit when you will get you're voluntarily or happily doing it, then you get the real credit because consciousness matters. With proper consciousness, you have to do things. Son is doing not only doing it with proper consciousness as an instrument in the hand of Lord. That is the point here. In other words, whatever we see is within one universe. In each universe, there is one Lord Brahma, and there are other demigods on other planets. But there is only one Sun. There is only one Brahma. There is only one Indra. So, in this way, we can understand. So, powerful instructions of Sun God, Surya Narayan Ki Jai, Prabhupada Ki Jai. Okay, I will take darshan.